Imagine an entire planet made of diamond. Sounds like science fiction, right? But it's real, and it's called 55 Cancri E, located about 40 light-years away from Earth. This strange planet is nearly twice the size of Earth and orbits extremely close to its star, meaning it completes a year in just 18 hours. What makes it so special is its extremely carbon-rich composition. Under intense pressure and heat, that carbon could be compressed into something extraordinary, like crystallized diamond. Scientists believe its entire surface may be covered in diamonds. If it could somehow be mined, it might hold enough wealth to make every person on Earth a trillionaire. But before you pack your bags, keep this in mind. The surface temperature is over 2,000 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt metal. Beautiful, but deadly. You think humans are advanced? Well, meet the octopus, the alien of the deep. It has 3 hearts, and each one has a specific job. 2 of them pump blood to the gills. The third powers the rest of the body. And here's where it gets even stranger. When an octopus swims, its main heart stops beating. That's why they prefer crawling. Swimming is too exhausting when one of your hearts takes a break. Oh, and their blood. It's blue, not red, because it's made of copper, not iron like ours. 3 hearts, blue blood, and if that wasn't enough, they also have 9 brains. The deeper we look, the more alien they seem. Octopuses aren't just smart, they're otherworldly. The sun doesn't just shine on us, it dominates the entire solar system. In fact, it holds 99.86% of all the mass in the solar system. That means almost everything, planets, moons, comets, barely make a dent. Jupiter, Earth, even Saturn's rings, tiny compared to the Sun. It's a massive ball of plasma, 1.3 million times larger than Earth. And powerful enough to hold every planet in orbit, just with gravity. Without the Sun's pull, the planets would drift into deep space, lost forever. It's not just a light in the sky. It's the anchor, the engine, the master of our solar system. Next time you feel sunlight on your skin, remember, you're touching the energy of a giant star that holds everything together. What does space smell like? Believe it or not, astronauts say it smells like burnt steak. After a spacewalk, their suits carry a distinct scent, a mix of hot metal, welding fumes, and seared meat. This isn't your imagination. It's the result of high-energy particles and excited atoms in space clinging to their gear. NASA astronauts described it as sulfurous, gunpowder-like, and yes, like a barbecue on fire. The scent only appears when astronauts return inside the spacecraft, because there's no air in space to carry smell. So no, space isn't scented like flowers or vanilla. It's pure, metallic fire. Next time you fire up the grill, remember that smoky smell? It's kind of what the universe smells like. Did you know the Eiffel Tower actually grows in the summer? Yep, it can expand by up to 15 centimeters when temperatures rise. This happens because the tower is made of iron, and metal expands when heated, a basic physics rule called thermal expansion. In hot weather, the iron literally stretches, causing the entire structure to grow taller, and even lean slightly away from the sun. Engineers actually monitor this movement, because the tower shifts every year like a slow-breathing giant. But when winter hits, the cold causes the iron to contract again, pulling the tower back down to its original height. It becomes tighter, stiffer, and just a little bit shorter, like it's holding its breath in the cold. So next time you visit Paris in the summer, just know you're standing under a structure that's literally growing above your head. You've heard of ancient animals, but did you know sharks are older than trees? Sharks have been swimming through Earth's oceans for over 400 million years. Trees, on the other hand, evolved much later, around 350 million years ago. That means sharks were already hunting in ancient seas 50 million years before the first tree rooted into the ground. They survived 5 mass extinctions, outlived the dinosaurs, and still patrol our oceans today. From ancient oceans to now, they've barely changed, proof of just how perfectly they're built. So next time you see a shark, remember, it's not just a predator. It's a living fossil that watched trees take root. Bananas are delicious, healthy, and radioactive. It's absolutely true. Bananas carry a tiny amount of radiation because they contain potassium-40, a naturally occurring isotope that's slightly radioactive and found in nearly all living things, even you. Believe it or not, scientists even came up with a fun way to explain radiation using bananas. It's called the banana equivalent dose, a simple unit that compares other sources of radiation to how much you'd get from eating just one banana. Flying on a plane? That's about 100 bananas worth of radiation. One chest X-ray, around 70,000 bananas. So yes, bananas are radioactive, but you'd turn yellow from eating too many long before radiation becomes an issue. Next time you peel a banana, just smile. You're holding the fruit with atomic flavor. Imagine an animal that doesn't age, doesn't die of old age, and might live forever. Meet Turritopsis dohrnii, also known as the immortal jellyfish. When injured, sick, or aging, this jellyfish can reverse its life cycle. It literally reverts back to a baby. This process is called transdifferentiation, a rare biological ability to reset its cells and start life all over again. So in theory, unless it's eaten or killed by disease, this jellyfish could live forever. Scientists are still studying how it works, and whether it holds clues for reversing aging in humans. It's not science fiction. It's real, and it's floating quietly in the oceans right now. Here's something wild. The human body actually glows in the dark. It's called bioluminescence, and it happens because our cells release tiny amounts of light during chemical reactions. We can't see it with our eyes. It's 1 trillion times weaker than daylight. But with sensitive cameras, it's real. So yeah, your body's glowing, just not quite like a superhero. Yep. How many stars are in the universe? Try wrapping your mind around this. There are more stars in the universe than all the grains of sand on every beach on Earth. Scientists estimate there are around 10,000 stars for every grain of sand on our planet. That's over 1,000 billion trillion stars across the observable universe, and likely more we'll never see. It's a scale so massive, even our biggest numbers start to feel small. So the next time you're standing on the beach, look at the sand beneath your feet, and know the universe above you is so much bigger.